And we are back with ShotQuality Live BetCast, the only show on the World Wide Web that uses ShotQuality's data to attack games live as they're happening. Musa, dude, what is this, episode 20? Been about 2 full months now, killing it every single time. Welcome back, everybody, to a fun episode here tonight. We're going to be running it. We got 23 games live right now, a fun one, of course. BetCast presented by our good friends over at SportTrade. SportTrade offers an elite betting experience, instant in-play betting, tight lines, and real human tech support available in New Jersey, Colorado, and more states to come for 2024. SportTrade encourages you to shop the best lines and to play responsibly. Create an account on SportTrade by going to getsporttrade.com using code SQB and get 3% cash back on every bet in your first week, up to $500. We love SportTrade. They are what we are about here too, right? Getting the best prices, efficiently betting live. They are one of the best resources, as is ShotQuality Bets. So what a good pairing. Welcome in, everybody. Moose, I know you already told me you got some plays lined up, so let's get right to it. Start locking into play. What do you got for me?
Yeah, if, like I always say, I place bets in the Discord before and after, so I am on Marshall plus 8.5 right now. They are down 5 with 11 minutes remaining in the second half. I'm gonna see what their live line is right now. It is because I'd get in on it. It's pretty one-sided here. I mean, their shot quality points per possession is a little close, but shot quality scores one-sided in favor of Marshall. You can get in plus 7.5. I would say yes. I think it's
definitely a yes. I mean, Appalachian State is currently winning. It's the right call here. I'm looking to get everything set up and start making some plays right now. But let's go ahead and get in plus 7.5, the first pick of episode. Boom. Love it. Welcome in, everybody. You know what it's about. If you are just joining us a second late, of course, it's ShotQuality Live BetCast. I'm coming off a 6-5 episode. Moose is coming off a 4-3 episode. Our money lines, which we've been trying out for about a week now, went 1-3, a big loss. Trusting Indiana State to win its first ranked game since Larry Bird was on the team didn't go well. But we did hit Vandy, which was a really nice one. We'll be doing that again. Team totals, plays on spreads, and on point totals as well. So let's start scrolling through what we got. Of course, using the Score Center right here, talking about the live options for just anything in college basketball right now. You have Stony Brook out to a major lead. Moose, is Hampton that far gone for us that we don't trust them to come back? I think I'm going to load up a Hampton play right now, trust the data, and expect them to cover what I guess is a very generous line at the moment. Yeah, plus 12 for me here at the well, let's reload. Reload the data. No, that's wrong. That's wrong.
I was going to say, whoa.
My data's behind 23.5. I had to reload. My bad.
Let's go. What are they, Purdue?
Plus 23.5, minus 115 here for my first play. My first non-shared play of the day, I should say. Of course, you can follow along with everything that is going on here on the play sheet. We got over 25 people hanging out on the play sheet right now. It is, of course, you just got to ask for it in the comments. You can see everything that is happening while we make the bets. So if you have to step away, you know what's going on. Now, Rutgers, Northwestern, a little bit too far gone into this one for us. Of course, Northwestern up 8, expect to be losing by 1. Probably also a bit too close, Moose. So let's keep moving on here. NJIT, who has looked like all of a sudden this Titan Slayer in
that is true. I will give them that.
Lowell, they beat Lowell and Vermont on their own floor. Now struggling against all these. I mean, I don't know. Crazy nonetheless. Regardless,
they beat Vermont pretty good.
Yeah, they really did. But nonetheless, do they have what it takes to come back here? Down 13, expected to be down 3, right about what we would expect to get in on NJIT as an underdog. So we're going to go take a peek at what they are available at. Seeing something right now around plus 11.5. I'm sure there might be a few better lines out there. Of course, a little bit of trouble if you're betting in the New York metro area, New York and New Jersey teams here. But plus 11.5, minus 110 is going to be a pickup for me. Let's go ahead and lock it in on NJIT. Expect them to figure it out towards the end of this game. Love it. Love it. Let's go, Moose. Let's go. Checking the comments. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. We will never, ever miss a Tuesday, Thursday, 7:45. We have some fun stuff to talk about. Big episode coming up Saturday, so stick around if you want all the details. We'll get to that in just a little bit, of course, focusing on getting our first plays out now, and then we'll talk some details, who maybe, some teasers about who the guest is. I don't know. Pretty fun guests for me to bring on. I won't say too much today, though. But all right, Campbell, Monmouth. This is a really interesting one. Moose, we've talked about it a lot. Monmouth expected to be up by 15 right now, struggling a little bit, underperforming by 8. Campbell overperforming by 10. A pretty interesting one. Monmouth expected to be the favorite here. -6 is where the line closed. 6.2 is what ShotQuality projected. So are we going to get in on this favorite here at the half?
Oh, no question about it. I already did, but it's not going to move.
You already did.
I didn't want to cut you off. It's not going to move, so I'm not worried. Monmouth -1.5. It is halftime. I'm sure you can find that line anywhere. So, yep, Monmouth -1.5 over here for your boy Moose.
Let's go. Me too. I love that you're being patient with me. Thank you. You can just tell us what you got.
But it's halftime. That's the beauty of halftime. It's not going to really change. So
you're right.
It could on some books.
We gotta lock it in. We gotta lock it in. We gotta do it. Gotta hit the. We got a comment on Rutgers time being off. That can happen sometimes. Go check that one out. There can sometimes be some errors from sometimes the triggers for when halves are starting. I noticed that with a couple data sources today across different apps and different data feeds. So not always great to see, but it can happen. Nonetheless, always be checking against the time in the sports book. That's usually the most accurate data feed. They probably have a leg up on like ESPN or anything else. We're pretty good. We often beat ESPN, Action App. I mean, it's always a fun little competition, but the ShotQuality Score Center can sometimes be faster than a stream. So we do the best we can. Sometimes, of course, there are issues, but thank you for noticing. Please always just call them out and let us know. But we just got in on Monmouth. Let's talk a little bit about any potential totals here. I'm not really seeing too much. Charleston leading Northeastern. That's an expected lead of 11, but currently to 5. So maybe thinking about expecting Northeastern to slow down. We've started doing some team totals. I'll keep it up, Moose. What do you think about this one? Is this an interesting spot to you to get in on a team total for Northeastern to slow down?
Well, we went over this last time. I can't find these. Like you're getting them on DraftKings, and I can't. But yes, I think it's a great spot. I'm looking at it right now. I actually had it up. I don't have the team props that you have, and I don't know why that is. I still have no idea if that's an Arizona to New York thing.
It probably is.
Game props and not team props.
So right now I'm seeing an under 77.5 for -130. A little pricey, but ShotQuality expecting them to slow it down. If we do some math, maybe ShotQuality would probably project this closer to around like 74, 73, 75-ish. So I like that edge. I like that we're seeing an overperforming team in Northeastern here. So I'm going to go ahead and lock that under in 77.5 for Northeastern to slow down. And that's a team total bet. So that's usually found under the team props section if it is available in your state. Different states have different laws. New York doesn't do a lot of player props. Apparently Arizona doesn't do a lot of team props, Moose. I don't make the laws.
I'm moving. I'm out.
Well, look, I can't, not plenty of time else to discuss that. Let's keep looking for plays here on the ShotQuality Live Score Center. New 3 games to look at here. Of course, you get access to every single game with premium at ShotQualityBets.com. So let's see. We got Delaware losing to Elon right now, expected to be a slight lead for the Blue Hens. Georgia Southern down to Coastal Carolina, expected to be a slight lead there. And UTSA holding their own here against Charlotte. This one, Moose, looks like a play you're going to take. I know you love your totals. I'm going to join you on this one if you are taking it. Do you like the UTSA Charlotte under, both arrows pointing down, a solid amount of points per shot difference here?
I do see that. I'm going to wait a little bit just because the shot quality points per possession is still pretty healthy, especially on Charlotte's side. 1.18 is nothing to scoff at, and it's a close game. So it's getting closer. There's an under that once we scroll up a little bit that I am eyeing pretty big.
We got to lock this one in. We got to lock this. I appreciate
I'm going to pass.
Okay, I'm locked. I like this line a lot. 169.5 minus 110. This thing closed up like below 150. So this is nice value. Shot quality projected 143. Expect this one to slow down. So 169.5. UTSA Charlotte moves. I'm scrolling up for you here. What are we playing?
It's going to be that Drexel Hofstra under. How could it not be? I mean, now we got 1.60 points per possession for Hofstra when really it should be right around 1. And same with Drexel, right around 1. I mean, 132 is the over-under what it was set at, so I can't imagine these are two high-scoring offenses. I can't say much about Drexel. I have seen Hofstra a little bit. I know they don't have Aaron Estrada anymore. They have fallen a little bit on offense. I see right now under – make sure this is real, 145.5. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in on that. Plus, it's really not a close game. I'd like to think both go down. So under 145.5 on DraftKings. If you can line shop, go for it. I'm just sticking with the one book today per all the podcasts we do. But I think it's a good number. I do. And what's the bad possession rates here? 31. Is that zero? Is that zero?
Bad possession. Yeah.
What the hell is going on?
That's crazy. So expect that to change. They will get some bad possessions. Drexel playing the old Swiss cheese defense. But yeah, an overperformance by 14. Pretty crazy here. The points per possession at 1.6. That is sky high. So we will take that under. Max, put me down for it too. I got 144.5. All transparency, a little worse line here at minus 110. But that's okay. I think both are going to hit. Let's keep looking around. Temple is down a lot. The shot quality agrees. So nothing really there. If anything, like maybe if you feel like that line feels a little short and expecting, maybe Temple to come back in the second half, you could say no. Shot quality backs that big discrepancy up. Looks like FAU is going to, maybe there's like 20 seconds here. I'm not sure if it already got to the half. Sometimes that can happen, like the final halftime buzzer doesn't trigger here. But maybe they just covered that first half spread by like 1 point. So that's pretty cool. East Carolina, this is a definite opportunity on Wichita State here. We're going to go with the spread. But Moose, do we have two money line opportunities here on both Hofstra and Drexel? And should we be considering Drexel spread as well? There's a lot of meat on the bone in these two games.
I wouldn't go Drexel. Well,
they're down 10, expected to be tied. Why not? Hostra's on fire.
I like your you're a money line guy, man. You said transparency key.
Okay,
key.
transparency key. Here we go. Taking Drexel plus 5.5. Lock that in. And Drexel plus, I'm seeing, let me find the best line here for Drexel. I got to look. Okay, I'm seeing, got to load it up. Things take a second, man. This is why you need to use Sport Trade, because there's no spinny wheel, no loading, trusting that we have good lines. But okay, Drexel plus 5.5 looks like it's the best line out there. So lock in the spread. And then I'm also getting right now a plus 210 money line on Drexel. We play money lines at quarter units. I do spreads at half units. So sprinkle that quarter unit on Drexel. We are fully in on the game. Boom, boom. Love it. Love that play. And then we're going to do it again. We are not slowing down. We are going right to the Wichita State ECU game. We are going to be playing on both ECU and Wichita. Both Wichita money line and spread. Got to make sure I say the right things. There's a few people watching this at home trying to make sure they can get the right plays in. So go ahead, pull up that Wichita game, take the money line at that same 0.25 is how we're doing it around here. I'm making sure I'm going to get the best line here. I know Wichita can struggle at home, but I think on the point spread right now, this is a nice place to go ahead and grab them. Moose, are you going to join me on this one? They're currently down 10, 12 points. I'm going to get plus 10.5, and I'm going to sprinkle plus 670 also for the 0.25.
Well, we'll update it because I'm showing plus 13.5. You said plus 10.5. I'm showing 13.
Yeah, I am. Okay, I'm locking it in right now. I still got 10.5. I locked it. I hit, my bet just went in. So we got to hit the graphic. A lot of plays firing. So
they're doing you dirty by a whole possession.
I know. Look, it happens. It happens. Sometimes that is what goes on when you hit go, you're firing, you're here on the show. You don't get the best line. That is something that you at home have an opportunity to do better than me. And I think that means that my results are hopefully repeatable with maybe even a little bit more care, especially at like the ratios. So when you are, sitting at home, maybe you got like 2 screens up, you're watching the games, you're making sure you're finding the best time, you're using the sportsbook feed. I'm streaming a show. So we have, a lot going on here. We love it, but sometimes it leads to me not getting the best lines. That's okay. It's about identifying the opportunities. And we just had some really, really big ones here on both Wichita and Drexel. That's the bottom line. Moose, what do you got?
Yeah, so I'm going to go – we skipped the game. That's why I had to cut you off there. We didn't skip it. Okay. We went through it, and we didn't make a play, but now I'm going to make a play. It's going to be the Charleston – Charlie's, I forget what they are half the time. -5.5.
Wow, you totally now I can't remember for the life of me. Someone in the comments, what's the Charleston mascot?
The Cougars.
Thank you.
I'm gonna take the Charleston Cougars.
That was a bad one, Moose. A little shame on you there, but okay.
I know they're up 5. They close as 4-point favorites, so it's pretty much at the line that usually I try to take a team that covered the shot quality scores, especially when it's favorites. Coleman put me onto this. When they're favorites, they covered the shot quality score in the first half, but they didn't cover the game line in the first half. Charleston did in this one, but I'm not really bullish on Northeastern like at all. And I see that it was an 11-point difference, so I'm going to go ahead and jump on Charleston. Northeastern outperforming pretty big there, and Charleston's the better team. So, yeah, but we can continue. I just want to throw it out.
It's a little tight for me, I will say. Let's make sure we have all of the 8 p.m. starts populating now as things start to get into focus. But, all right, we got halftime at LIU Fairleigh Dickinson. I think that might mean we're waiting a little bit more for potentially getting Coleman Crawley here on the show to report live. We'll talk about that game when he gets here. But let's keep looking here. A couple other games are up. Central Connecticut, Lemoyne, we have not talked about. Nothing really there. Central Connecticut expected to be winning by 2, currently down by 4. We usually go with a threshold around 10 points of a differential. So just making sure everything looks good. UMBC gets a big road win, snaps a cover streak for Binghamton, who is reliable for the start of the year here. Campbell still at the half here with Monmouth. We like Monmouth. Coming out of the halftime there, shot quality, we are on that one. You can follow all of the plays here. Already 11 in, man. 30 of you guys hanging out on the play sheet. Moose, I am about to lap you for the 4th time. No, I always.
That's fine.
You can see it. Cool. It's cool. But I also went crazy volume on those money lines, and we're sprinkling those. We're playing those small. We're hoping fun, crazy things happen. But all right, we're through a solid chunk. We got Louisiana Tech. Missing a key player announced at the last minute, currently leading, but shot quality expecting them not to be. That's a little too close here. Moose tied, but 7 is not really enough. Want a little bit more there as they start the second half. But Old Dominion, Louisiana, what do you make of this one? Are you considering an over? This one, I don't know if we can play anything on that one at all.
No, Louisiana's covering the spread. They're looking good, and yeah, they should be scoring a little bit more, but so should Old Dominion, and it's just a little bit more. It's nothing crazy.
All right. Well, we're going to go talk about that FDU LIU game live from the elevator. No, I don't think it's actually live from the elevator.
He might be.
Coleman,
he might be shooting threes, honestly.
Coleman, is this what it looked like for the FDU? Oh, there he is, Coleman Crawley. Welcome into the show, dude. How is that FDU LIU game going?
Absolutely insane.
Can you hear me?
Obviously delayed. Yeah. Can you hear me? Hello?
Oh, yeah,
we got you, dude. Go. What we got?
Okay, yeah. No, absolutely insane. I mean, obviously delayed for 15 minutes. The guys were stuck in an elevator for 15, and they came out slow. FDU, no doubt, came out slow. They got down 24-13, have fought all the way back, and now just trail by 1. And I just watched Ty Strickland just walk down, limping, looks like he's going to the hospital or something.
Wow.
Leaving the game. So maybe FDU in the second half. I would have said no play because shot quality, the data you can see there, it's almost even. But knowing that Strickland just walked by me limping, took a hard fall earlier in the game, FDU.
Okay. I like it. You don't get information like that anywhere else. Coleman was literally on the floor.
That's insane information.
It was so funny. And this is insane information too in college basketball. This is a definite edge, and that's why we love having Coleman on the team. And he's right. There is not much here, and that's a little anticlimactic. But guess what? Coleman's on a court almost every single night, so he'll be back hopefully with us on Saturday and every Tuesday and Thursday, checking in, letting us know how things are looking and how the shot quality data compares to what he is seeing on the floor. Coleman, always appreciate you stopping in. Make sure you follow him at Sharp Shot Select. He's going to be giving out some live plays tonight too. Coleman, we will see you soon, buddy. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Catch you later, man. Oh, man. How much fun is that? What other show is really going to get you live on the court? Like, we literally, when he was at Fordham the other week, he was doing like selfies, showing us the court. I love that. It literally, dude's literally a superhero. Coleman Crawley, courtside Cinderella chasing. Dude's just an alliteration. But all right, let's get back to some fun here at ShotQuality Live BetCast, scrolling through games. Nothing on that one over at Steinberg with the elevator scenario. Is this reading correctly? Has Stonehill College taken a lead on Merrimack? That is pretty crazy. This one expected to be the market moved from 8.5 at the open to 10.5, and now Stonehill, regarded as one of the worst teams, has a lead. So college basketball, you never know what's going to happen. All right, nothing really there though, Moose. Are you eyeing anything right now? We have New Hampshire, Vermont. We're checking in on a few of these games at halftime. Good time to scroll to the top and show off our brand new halftime filter. So if you just want to bet games at halftime, you love just using this.
Pretty much what I do.
Yeah, I mean, you just sit here and you don't even need to do anything. They will pop in and out as ShotQuality Live registers. Moose, what do you got? What do you got?
You still had a couple. You skipped one. It was on the left there, somewhere in the right there. Wagner, St. Francis, PA. Had to jump on the under real quick. 128.5. Okay. It's not too much value on the closing line, but I see a lot of points being scored in a game where neither team should be close to 40 points 5 minutes into the second half. So I'm going to go ahead and jump on this. And Vegas obviously thinks these are two of the worst offenses because, dude, 122.5 is not. I mean, this ain't UNC versus Prime Series. The Buddy Boeheim ain't out there. So I feel good about this one. Taking 128.
All right, good luck. Good luck. I'll let you have that one on your own. You are the total specialist. Seem to be doing that a lot more than me. I like those spreads. I've always been a spreads guy. I think it's the most fun, pitting teams against each other more than like rooting for shots or totals. But we do have to get into the pick of the day, which is actually a total. We haven't given that out on YouTube yet today. We're here to do that today as well. Game starts at 10 p.m. So you haven't missed anything. We have another hour and a half till that game tips off. So we'll do that. But first, we'll talk a little bit about Saturday. Make sure there's nothing on the screen here that I want to play first. Towson, as expected. William Mary just a little bit short. Western Kentucky losing. Expected to be losing. All right, we can talk about Saturday. Cool. So Saturday, we're going to have our first ever extended episode of BetCast. We have a super loaded slate at 4 and 4:30, 16 and 12 games, if I know how to count correctly, maybe off by one, but they're going to be this staggered finish. So once we basically finish looking at the halftime for the 4 o'clock tips around, when we get started, 5 p.m. Eastern is when those get to halftime. We're going to have a whole nother round of halftime, Moose, right at 5:30. So we're going to have a super episode. It's going to go for about an hour and 15 minutes. So make sure you mark it down, 4:45 p.m. this Saturday, all the way through 6 p.m. A live betting extravaganza unlike any other. I'm basically expecting to make around 30 plays. So,
if you've been paying attention to the Discord the last 2 Saturdays, I mean, I did, to my own horn, but I did pretty good last week. I go in that thing so I'm a big believer that when it's a podcast day, I'm going to be in the Discord. I go from what we started? It's like 2 o'clock my time. I went all the way to the Hawaii game. So
I mean, it's a rule, and we have.
What is it? What is it?
William Mary on the screen. Look at Middle Tennessee. They are down by 14 here going into the half. Currently expected to be tied. That's a money line and a spread play, guys. That is just textbook what we are looking for. So let's get the plus 7.5 on Middle Tennessee spread and the quarter unit on the plus 290 money line. So you already hit the graphic. That's in. We'll see Max put it up on the sheet. But Moose, keep going. I don't really apologize. You understand how.
No. I thought you were actually going to play William and Mary. I was going to say, what are you doing? They're awful. ShotQuality has them up 7 in a game. They're down 3. I'm going to pass on that one because I think they're just absolutely not good.
I see that.
Are you thinking about it?
We'll leave it alone.
Okay.
I was. I just said it was a little tight for my liking. So I'm gonna wait on that one too, and we can pass. I think on what we see on the screen right now, aside from expecting Middle Tennessee to get back to that game. So what were you saying about that?
The amount of plays on a Saturday are grotesque. If you're paying attention to the Discord, I think I made like 45 plays, and that's not counting the games before 2 p.m. my time, which would be – it's just insane. Or should I say 12:30 my time? Whatever it was. I don't know. I can't keep up. It was a lot of plays. Okay?
It's a lot. It's going to be a lot, and that's a lot of fun. And we're going to have an awesome guest for Saturday, and we're going to start picking up with guests. We are like 2 weeks away from March Moose, so there's going to be a lot of fun going on. We're going to have NCAA tournament stuff coming soon, conference tournament episodes, BetCasts during that loaded time of the year is going to be so much fun as we expect those teams in those big situations to really probably be in a better scenario for this regression model to work live. Honestly, my expectation is it'll only continue to get better throughout March. So some fun there. If you're just joining us, you missed a few of the plays. Still plenty of room to get in on Wichita, expecting them to kind of come back here tied on the shot quality score, and they're leading the points per shot. So they're probably they definitely have less possessions right now. But all right, Drexel's back in this one. So that's looking good. Do we want to get in on Delaware here? I said we were targeting this a little bit, Moose. They're down by 8. Expected to be down. You know what? No. Expected to be late. What am I doing? All right. What about Georgia Southern, Coastal Carolina? That's definitely an opportunity. What do you think of that one?
Yeah. No.
Why? Tell me why. Why do you make that noise?
Oh, because I had to crunch the numbers. It was a way to, buy myself some time while I was doing it.
Okay.
Wow. Coastal Carolina, 10 points over. Georgia Southern should be up 4, down 12. What are you thinking? I'm going to say no.
No, we're doing it. We're doing it. This is a play. Come on. Let's find a line here. Let's see what we can get on Georgia Southern to come back. Plus 11.5, minus 125. Going to lock that one in. All right, let's go. We're having a good time out here. Plays will honestly, my favorite part, Moose, to a little aside, my favorite part about BetCast, while I enjoy the show, is when we're done, plop it on the couch because I'm sitting here basically yelling into a camera for half an hour and watching everything come in like this epic, witching hour style finishing. We have like 15 bets, playing small, playing, smart with the data, and just, it all unfolds within a matter of 20 minutes. So it's a glorious few, minutes there. And then we get to talk about on the Discord, which we can put the link to in the chat and also put on the screen. I still can't believe Stonehill is doing this right now. What a chance for them. Would not be shocked to see Merrimack slow them down at the end here, rely on that defense. But pretty interesting games right now.
Marshall's dead to me. Just gonna get that out of the way. They made it a 4-point game. I think they made it like a 3-point game actually. Like 7 minutes left. And I'm like, dog, let's pack it. Let's not keep this too close.
Let's pack it in.
That means free
all right.
throws.
So we are starting the game with a bad result. That happens. We are still out here going to be grinding it out. Hampton is fighting. We got 23.5 here, man. They're sitting down 15. That is going to be a interesting one for us. We might get right back in it. So a little bit of a misstep coming off the gate. But if we're being real, Moose, I took Appalachian pregame. So, you win some, you lose some. Welcome to Sports Bet.
Betting over 123.5 in Central Connecticut State, Lemoyne. I don't know. It's a close game. ShotQuality, or not shot. The Vegas had this at 143.5. Sometimes you fall in love with teams, and Lemoyne's been one of those teams for me. I know they're new to D1, but they somehow always find a way for me. And I don't know what
if they cash. Are you making dolphin noises on Saturday if this hits?
I can if you want. I can. I mean,
Pat, let us know if that's something you're interested in. I'm not gonna just force that on everybody. But if it hits, maybe we'll talk about it.
That's fair.
We also are definitely doing a giveaway when we get to 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube. So if you have not just hit the button yet, it's a big way to just say, hey, I like what you're doing out here with ShotQuality Live. So we would really appreciate it. And we will be giving away some fun merch and maybe a membership or two when we get to 1,000 subscribers, and only to the subscribers. So that'll be cool. Now, let's get back to some business. We'll scroll through the ShotQuality Live Score Center here. Campbell just giving it to Monmouth right now. They're hot. We already have a play on Monmouth, so I don't think I'm going to get back in. I need Monmouth to win that game by 2 to cover the play I have. But if you're looking for a play here, let's go into the single game, load it up here, pull it up on the screen, take a peek at just how crazy this number is looking. So it's expected to be 47-66 Monmouth based on shots taken.
That's a gnarly.
Just nasty work, and that'll happen. You'll see that occur. I think a fair percent of the time on either side of the floor, just teams come out cold, teams come out hot, and you're getting both sides of it today. So Monmouth might lose this game. I think they pull it out though. So if you're getting a good line on them, ShotQuality still supports them. They are developing good shots. They're just not hitting them. And we can literally go back in and check out the good shot distribution. Monmouth currently at a 22% bad shot rate, but a 55% good shot rate. Campbell doing a pretty similar numbers, but, probably just hitting some shots. You can see this name that first time seeing it, not going to try.
Please don't.
I won't. Everyone, you can understand. 5 points on the shot quality score, has 13 points. So that very well likely could mean 13 points on 5 shot attempts. I don't know, maybe free throws and 4 for 4 from deep. That's the difference in this game right now. So pulling his own weight, that's for sure. And that can happen. Welcome to college basketball. So, all right, back to what we're looking at here. Albany still up 10. NJIT fighting on the shot quality score. Have we sprinkled NJIT on the money line?
I would never. Right? And oh God, I do that.
You would never. That was such a fast reaction.
Well, no. The thing is, I talked so much crap about them because they can't make shots, and then all of a sudden they're like, watch this, and they beat the best 2 teams in the conference. So I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe they play up to the competition.
Back from 14 down. I'm not even getting offered one at my offshore. I have a second half line. But that's even that. Like I'm okay. We'll leave that.
Maybe someone will bet you in the comments.
I mean, maybe you can find it on Sport Trade. Exchanges have better options for this than sports books do. But you're probably not going to find a great price, and it's probably not going to happen. So maybe consider that NJIT Highlanders plus 13.5 now down big. We currently are holding a line on the show of 11.5. So you're going to get an extra point or 2 on us here. I don't hate it. I do think that they can keep this within 13, 14 points and hold out, maybe catch up a little bit towards the end of the game. All right. So let's talk a little bit about what else we have here. We, of course, are watching this Maine Bryant game closely. Bryant expects to be winning, but it's tight. It's tight. Moose, are you seeing anything? It's our last 10 minutes here. Maybe we could check out the NBA if anyone's interested. Drexel hanging tight. FAU Temple looks interesting, but nothing we're going to take. We've kind of hit them all, Moose. What are you thinking?
I'm giving it one more. I like to start from the bottom up too when we're doing it. Yeah, I still can't get over Marshall having it be. And it reminds me of yesterday. I took Miami against Clemson, and they took like a 4-point lead just to fall apart late. Some of these teams are getting a lot of points that just can't get it done. Even though Jim Larinaga is a good coach, I don't know what happened there. We have someone in the comments, Austin Guthrie, saying NBA. See, Mom.
Okay, we have a little bit of NBA requests. I think you positively cursed William & Mary. This is definitely a team that looks like it could win this game. Expected to be up 8, currently down 1.
They're bad.
I'm not going to do it. But all right, Middle Tennessee making a little bit of a comeback. We definitely like that. The Sam Houston, FIU, Abilene Christian, UTRGB. Yeah, RGB.
Austin tried to set us up. Wait, there's no games yet. We're gonna have Milwaukee, Memphis tip off.
Is it? You're asking somebody who likes tomatoes, not salsa, about NBA. So.
Oh no, same. I know everyone who's playing today in college basketball. I don't know who's playing.
But did my camera just like?
Damn it, Marshall! Sorry, yeah, let that out.
It's okay. It's okay. Let it out. Let it out. Sometimes I want to like have the show just run, and you and I can just be there like cursing at the TV while the teams you bet on lose. I think that would make it for a good show. But all right, we'll host that later. Maybe we'll do at BetCast After Dark another time. Maybe for the Saturday show we can do that. But
what a meltdown in the Discord. What was that? 2 days ago? Because I had 2 unders. And homeboy was riding with me on the in the Discord, and we lost both unders in the last 10 seconds of the game, and the games ended within like 10 seconds of each other. Terrible. So it was heartbreak times 2 in like a 30-second span, and we're talking like walk-on hitting a 3 when they could have just dribbled it out, and then another team fouling down 14 with 20 seconds left. It's like, dog, you ain't coming back from that. They're like, Anyways.
Oh man. Anyway, look, welcome to betting on 19 through 22-year-olds playing college basketball. Sometimes even 18-year-olds out there. So there's a lot of variance in the sport. It's why we like it. It's why we use shot quality bets, because it keeps our head on straight, allows us to see the game a little bit better than just what the scores are. Because sometimes the score does not tell the whole story, especially with spreads when games result in with like free throws at the very end. So it can be very difficult to accurately.
Do you want to jump in on Charleston with me? Go look at this. You'll get a way better line than I got. It's tied.
I have the Northeastern team total under. Remember, that was one of my team totals. So I am in on this game. I am trusting them. Let's pull up the score sheet, the play sheet here. I am trusting them to limit Northeastern under 78 points. So I'm probably going to stay away from double dipping. It looks like we should hopefully get them under that number, and I can stay off of it. But yes, if you are looking for a play right now, Charleston is definitely still supported by the numbers. So we are already.
I won't double dip, but dang, I wish.
We've never really fully fleshed out double dipping, and I think it is definitely something that if you're looking for strategies to test with the data and you're a premium member or even a standard member, we have not really gone into hitting games multiple times throughout the game,
scary.
Trying to get it is. But what I would recommend doing is you would cut your units even further, right? Like go to like if a 0.1 or a 0.2 type of thing, and then you're betting like 3 or 4 times within a game for the same amount we do, on one game once, and we don't double dip. But then you're much more able to do it, and yeah, you're going to be firing a lot of bets, but it's effectively the same, and maybe you do better. Maybe you can find better lines. I don't know. We have not really looked into that yet. There is so much untapped potential with this stuff, but it doesn't look like it helped us with Georgia Southern there, Moose. It really let us down with Georgia Southern. But we might get Drexel here. We are holding that very nice money line on Drexel at plus 210. So I would love to get that home. Our money lines took a little bit of a hit last time, but. All right. Anything you're seeing here? We are about to wrap up, so obviously want to say a big thanks to everybody who has come out today. Let's talk about.
Austin had a comment for you. He said, "Why not like tomatoes and salsa? It's kind of like ketchup and tomatoes."
It's just an allegory. I actually like both. I'm talking about liking college basketball.
So you lied to us.
I lied to you. Anyway, we have not given out the college basketball free pick of the day from Shot Quality Bets. And of course, you hear this music every single day. A little bit, but all right. We have the pick of the day on Portland State, Northern Colorado. We can scroll down in the Shot Quality Live Score Center and find this game, or we can it's in live mode. I'm sorry. We can go here and just search our browser, find Portland State, Northern Colorado, hit view matchup, switch over to that tab, and look at that. Everything that I was going to talk about right here is for us to read on the matchup page. So we are taking the under today on this game, currently at 153.5. Gave it out at 154.5 earlier this morning. That's why it pays to be a part of the Discord. We post it there first. So just another great reason. But we have a projection at 147.1 today. You can see 75.6 to 71.5. This is an interesting one. All right. What do you got?
And then you can continue. Just the people need the plays. Towson, William and Mary. I said I want to get in on William and Mary, and I damn straight I will not get on them. But I'm going to take the over 114.5 in this game. It's 39-36, a little close. They just scored. Now it's at 116.5, so it looks like I got in at the right time. It's a little close, and I just like the number, so I'm going to go ahead and jump on it. So, yeah, 115.5 is what I got it. Just jumped to 116.5 just on your books. But, yeah, Northern Colorado, Portland, teams. Portland State?
Nice.
Portland State.
Yep. Let's go. All right, well, back to the pick of the day really quickly here. Northern Colorado, a low turnover forced rate, so they're not going to get a lot from this Portland State team. And then Portland State's offense, we can just scroll through some of the stats here on the side, really just has a lot of issues. All these shot quality, points per possession, you can see me mousing over in the 200s, 300s. Only thing they seem to do very well is take off the dribble threes, which I'm assuming they will try to do. But this number is very high. I think the rebounding for NoCo on both sides will lead to less possessions. So they do not crash the offensive glass, but they are very good on the defensive glass. And yeah, I mean, Portland State can't hit free throws. They can't attack the rim, and they take a lot of ISOs. So this should be a nice spot for and under here for us on the shot quality.
Well, I have PTSD when it comes to NoCo, the Bears. I've taken the under twice on them, I believe, this year, and twice it went to overtime. So,
well, maybe you sprinkle overtime. Look, I don't hate that. I've seen that work.
No, but no, like the under with that team has been good. Like the only reason they lost was they went to overtime, and they were like heartbreaking overtime fashions too. Rio Grande.
Still too close. Yeah, it's still just too close. Honestly, I appreciate the question though. It's right there. Maybe like a small sprinkle if you're watching and you feel like they should be doing better, or maybe the money line. If the value is probably truly in the money line. Right? Like
you watching, huh? Someone's phone was recording it?
Yeah.
Well, it might be on TV. I believe it's not that bad, actually.
It could be on ESPNU or something, or ESPN Plus. But what do we think about Western Kentucky in the comments? Can we talk about the Justin Max OT curse in a second? Well, maybe we went on Saturday. We're going to have Max on the show on Saturday. So that's the first little sneak preview. So he's going to join us. We'll hopefully have
UTEP would be the play in Western Kentucky if you had to pick a side, no? Like by far.
Yes, it would be. Yeah. And again, this is a potential place to grab the money line on UTEP if you're getting a good price, expected to be doing well. But the points per shot being developed from Western Kentucky, probably just going to keep me off that for the moment. It looks like they're winning the possession battle for UTEP, getting more shots up, but not developing as good of looks. So we can go into the individual score center and check that out really quickly as we take a peek at their good and bad shot ratios. And yeah, that's basically what we're looking at. It's really in the average. The good shots from Western Kentucky are much higher right now. So
that's the easiest way to check out turnover thing is the shot quality, like you just said, that the points per possession. Like obviously UTEP's winning the shot quality score, but they're not winning the shot quality points per possession, which comes down to turnover.
I can't believe Merrimack, man. This is that. I'm gonna have to go watch that one. We're gonna sign off though. So big thank you to everybody.
Holy hell, it's been 42 minutes.
42 minutes, baby. We are Shot Quality Bets live.
You're cursed, by the way, apparently.
Presented. We'll talk about it. Presented by Sport Trade, who gives you no spinny wheel, great pricing, human support, and great liquidity. Sport Trade. So we'll talk about that, of course, on Saturday. Show off the app a little, find some money lines over there, save some of the best pricing. But we will be back Saturday for the super episode. An hour and 15 minutes of BetCast. So make sure you don't miss it. 4:45 p.m. Eastern. We'll see you there, Moose. Have a good night, buddy.
Yeah. If you guys aren't there, you're dead to me, so you better show up.
Hey,
I'm taking roll. Austin, Jason, Justin.
No.
Jason, Michael.
Well,
I'm taking roll.
All right. See you guys next time.